A pervasive lack of communication, too many delays, and poor complaint handling. Those issues are at the heart of a scathing new report by Toronto's ombudsman on the Toronto Community Housing Corporation. Susan Oppler says in the past 5 years, the number of complaints her office has received about TCHC has skyrocketed.
I think it was about 184 in 2015 and up to 449 in 2019.
That's more than double what it was back in 2015. And Oppler says that number is significantly higher than any other city organization that her office oversees. According to the report, more than half of the complaints to her office were actually premature because tenants simply did not know how to get TCHC to address their issues.
Until very recently, TCHC really didn't have a robust complaints process at all. And even now that they've improved it with our help, it's not widely understood.
And the complaints are not insignificant. The report cites an incident where an elderly couple had to repeatedly get their broken fridge fixed while food and medication spoiled, and another where buildings were without heat for days in the dead of winter. This afternoon, we spoke to one tenant who we agreed not to identify. They say they've been given the runaround on the delivery of a new air conditioner. Window ACs were recently prohibited after one fell from a window, killing a young child. The tenant says they were given multiple dates for delivery, but still nothing has arrived.
It's been very frustrating. I feel like they're not really listening to the concerns and not really caring about the tenant.
That's not a process that you should have to go through.
TCH President Kevin Marshman says they're working to better spread the word on the complaints process through social media, posters, and brochures. Last fall, they announced a restructuring aimed at investing more in frontline staff to address tenant complaints, but the ombudsman noted that the process still appears to be unclear. I wonder if you can just break it down very simply. What is the process if a tenant wants to file a complaint?
The tenant now just calls the Solution Center, and the Solution Center representative takes the complaint. They acknowledge the complaint within 24 hours, so the tenant knows that they've been heard and that it's registered, and they provide a resolution or an answer within 7 days.
Marshman says also under consideration is the collection of race-based data for complaints on a voluntary basis, though they will be seeking advice and guidance from the city on that front.
Our ideal is to be able to collect that information because it helps us in terms of are there any unintentional biases that we need to address.
TCHC management has pledged to report back regularly to the board on complaints, and Oppler says she too will be monitoring what comes into her office. In Toronto, Erica Natividad, City News.